Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever it is. I'm Rick Martin with the Constitutional Law Group. I'm here to open a few eyes on what we're doing here. Hopefully I get you involved, try to help you get out of some of your messes that you're in. Basically get us out of the mess that this nation's in.
As you can see by the way I'm dressed, I'm a very important man. I have a shirt on that when I extend my arms it looks like I have a cape on, but it's actually a judge's robe. Because I've gone from being a fake constitutional lawyer to being a fake constitutional judge. I like to call it common law judge. I'm a common law man, I'm not an admiralty man. I don't work under the British system of justice. Chili DeCastro has copied all of my content because he's one of my best students ever. He'll run from anything. He'll get a ticket and he'll just leave the state and he'll go somewhere else and threaten to fight someone, and then when they accept, he will turn tail, tuck it, and run as fast as he can. Just like I tried to do in Nevada when I was thrown in jail for 93 days for contempt. It was horrible. The conditions were horrible. But anyway, enjoy the rest of the videos. My new channel here I've had for about a year and I have 120 subscribers now. It's going great. Enjoy the video.
We the people, we are in charge.
So you're going to be muted. If you want to assist a party in this case, then you need to be with them and you can talk to them.
She would not allow me to be present as assistance of counsel, which was a true violation of the Sixth Amendment, which states you have the right to assistance of counsel.
Yeah, the only real problem there, as we all know, is that you are not an attorney. You tried to represent her and be an attorney, and that's why you went to jail for 93 days for contempt for pulling some kind of fraud on the court, saying you're an attorney when you're licensed nowhere, no state, anywhere as a legal attorney. You've never gone to law school, you make stuff up, and, people like Chili buy into your scam. And you're good, I'll give you that, you're good, but nobody buys it anymore.
It didn't say you had the right to a bar attorney.
Okay, do we have counsel that represents the pizzeria? Has there been an appearance filed, Ms. Whipple?
There has not, Your Honor.
All right. What question do you have?
I'm making a note that you deny me of my Sixth Amendment right.
Ma'am, we are not on the record, and so I'm going to mute you. For the record, this is case number 21-113-CZ, Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development versus Zante, that's Z-A-N-T-E, Inc.
Now, this is actually the lady that owned a restaurant that Rick Martin tried to represent in court and got busted for contempt. It is my understanding that this lady, under law in wherever they were, I think it was Nevada, or Michigan, maybe it was Michigan, but she needed counsel to represent her, and she refused to get counsel. That seems to be a law up there, I don't know, but as I understand it, she also did 93 days in contempt for refusing to have an attorney handle her case and trying to use Rick Martin.
DBA Marlena's Bistro and Pizzeria.
Yes, Your Honor. This is Eileen Whipple, Assistant Attorney General on behalf of the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development.
Ms. Whipple, the court has not received an appearance on behalf of the defendants in this case. Can you tell the court if they have been served?
They have been served, Your Honor.
Ma'am, are you aware that your company is required to have an attorney represent them in this matter?
I don't understand, but I am aware of that any judge who does not comply with his oath of the Constitution of United States works against that Constitution and engage in an act in the violation of the supreme law of land, the judge engage in act of a treason.
So this nut job hires Rick Martin to represent her in a case that he has no business representing her in. When she's under mandate, she has to have an attorney present for her case. It's some kind of a federal deal, I guess. Anyway, Rick Martin was so good at his job, this woman ended up losing her case She spent 93 days in jail from contempt, from what I understand, and she also got a $15,000 fine. And to date, she was found guilty, and the court is currently on appeal, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, that's the fine work that constitutional scholar and lawyer here, Rick Martin, that's the kind of fine work that he does.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to take that as a no, that you do not understand that your company has, apparently you don't understand that your company needs to be represented by an attorney. That's the law of this land. And failing to have an attorney, then I'm going to entertain a motion from the department with respect to this action.
Your Honor, if it was possible to have the hearing prior to the expiration of the temporary restraining order, if Ms. Hackney intends to seek counsel, if she does not intend to seek, if Marlena's Bistro and Pizzeria does not intend to seek counsel, then we would ask to move forward with the hearing today as scheduled.
Ms. Hackney, is it your intention to retain counsel, or you're going to rely upon the statement that you made earlier?
No comment.
MDARD's request to this court is the result of defendant's continued operation without a valid food license. MDARD's authority to enforce the food law is directly related to the protection of the health and safety of the community at large. Marlena's unilaterally ignored the temporary restraining order, just as it has ignored MDARD's emergency summary suspension of its food establishment license, and has continued to sell or offer food for sale in violation of the food law. Under these circumstances, a preliminary injunction is warranted, as is a finding of contempt, Your Honor.
So the court is going to not only issue the preliminary injunction beginning today. I do have one more question for Ms. Hackney. Ms. Hackney, is your restaurant still open?
No comments.
Ms. Hackney, are you serving food out of your establishment?
I do not consent to those proceedings that are in direct violation of well-established constitutional law.
Okay, Ms. Hackney. Based on the information that I have from the department, you continue to operate your establishment. You do not have a valid license, and therefore I find you not only in contempt of the order of your license suspension, I find you in violation of this court's order because I issued a temporary restraining order commanding that you cease operations until this hearing, and you have failed to do that. Therefore, I am going to issue a fine in the amount of $7,500, and I'm also going to issue a bench warrant for your arrest today.
When she was found guilty, ultimately, the fine went up to $15,000, and they did find her in contempt, and they issued a bench warrant and arrested her. This was all during all the shutdowns and everything, a couple, 3 years ago, when all this happened, and she was trying to protest by not getting a food license and running a food establishment without a license, which is a no-no everywhere. Anyway, let's conclude this.
The judge never called the case number. She called Rick Martin, which, as you know, this is the guy from Texas. He's not a bar attorney, but I like the way he fight, the way he stand, so I want him to be my assistant of counsel.
I filled out a piece of paper to act as assistance of counsel. It said bar attorney. I crossed it off, and I just wrote assistance of counsel.
That's not how it works, Ricky boy. You lost that woman $15,000. She had to spend 93 days in jail, and she lost the case. Thanks to all your help, you and people like you and Chili, who just copies everything that you ever did, and he does exactly the same thing. He abandons everyone, just leaves them in his dust, gets their money, and says adios. So that's how that ended. Anyway, good luck, Ricky. I'm sorry, but he's only got 120 subscribers. I thought he had 300. He's got 120. He's had this new channel for about a year now, so he's fallen out of favor with the sovereign citizens, I guess, because his crap does not work. Anyway, people, stay out of the court. You won't have any problems with the law. You know, don't break the law, you won't get a ticket, you won't have to go to court, you won't have to hire Ricky Martin or Chili DeCastro to represent you, because you're definitely going to lose if that happens. Anyway, y'all have a nice day now. Bye-bye.